Hi all starseeds, this is the first video in a new series about the age of Aquarius and what it will mean for all of us. A link to the playlist with all raw starseed content will be shown on the screen. In this first episode, we'll begin by discussing astrology in general. Let's start with a question. Who brought astrology to Earth? The short answer, the Arcturians. But let us explain further. Earth's astrologers are currently divided between two major systems: Western tropical astrology and Eastern Vedic or Indian astrology. In Vedic astrology, what you see in the night sky is what you get. It is directly aligned with the constellations. In Western astrology, however, the positions have drifted due to precession. What you get is not the current sky, but an echo of a former reality. Think of it like a field where there used to be a house. That house is long gone. The field is overgrown, but Western astrology still remembers the house, using that memory as a symbolic pattern. So, which system is correct? Both systems have value and have played a central role during the era that you are now leaving. That era, known as the Kali Yuga, was a time of darkness and forgetting. However, the truth is, neither system represents the astrology of the future. Astrology will evolve as your consciousness level elevates. Allow us to elaborate. Recently, astrological symbols were found in the king's chamber of the Great Pyramid in Giza. Does this mean astrology was used at the time when the pyramids were built? Yes, but that raises another question. When were the pyramids built and by whom? Humanity has been living under a dominant paradigm. Let's call it a control matrix. This matrix governs not only society but also science, education, and public discourse. Scientists are not truly free to explore all ideas. Research is guided and restricted by what receives funding and what is considered acceptable. Without money, research cannot proceed. In this way, humanity is gently herded, like sheep steered by sheepdogs. Step too far off the path and the dogs come running. As a result, the mainstream narrative claims that humanity has existed for only 10,000 years, that the pyramids were built 3,000 to 4,000 years ago by Egyptian royalty using slave labor, and that the pyramids were intended as tombs. And supposedly, only Egypt has pyramids. It is time for humanity to wake up. The pyramids were not built by Egyptian pharaohs using slave labor. They are not tombs. They are tools for ascension, part of the Arcturian teaching system. This does not mean the Arcturians built them directly. But Arcturian science is widely taught across this sector of the galaxy. It is freely offered to civilizations that reach a certain level of consciousness. Just as today, a skyscraper in, let's say, Dubai might be built using Indian labor, British architects, Finnish elevators, Russian steel and American glass, the result is a collaborative project. In the galactic age, such cooperation is even more common. Many civilizations contribute to shared creations. The pyramids of Giza are part of a higher density teaching program that spans multiple galaxies. They are built following sacred geometry and using stone materials that even non-technological civilizations can access. Their purpose is to support ascension. Yes, the pyramids harness planetary energy. But this energy isn't for lighting homes or powering vehicles. Instead, it is used to activate stargates. These energy flows are aligned with galactic angles, connecting to existing gateways scattered across the universe. Some were built by the Arcturians, but others are even older. If Ra are the architects and coders, the Arcturians are the current teachers, while other species serve as builders within the grand simulation. The pyramids follow a shared blueprint. Just as skyscrapers follow global design trends, pyramids exist on many planets across the galaxy. They connect to specific wormholes and gateway networks such as those established by the Arcturians. However, to activate this connection, there must be an agreement, a handshake between the pyramid's users and the Arcturians or the beings that uphold the network system. At present, that agreement does not exist. Why? Because Earth is not operating in a way that aligns with Arcturian values. Unconditional love is not yet understood by the wider population. The law of one is not part of your curriculum. Instead, competition, greed, and self-serving agendas dominate. As a result, the pyramid network remains dormant, but it can easily be reactivated. New pyramids can also be constructed. You will eventually rediscover their enormous potential. As humanity awakens, sheds fear and judgment, and reclaims its true potential and essence, the connection can and will be restored. Regarding the astrology found in the pyramids, it was not placed there by the Arcturians, but by the ones who built them. The builders, some of them were of extraterrestrial origin, and others were civilizations native to Earth. What one civilization built could easily be used by the next, since the blueprint is simple and universal. There are pyramids all over planet Earth, both on land and on the ocean floor, and they were built at different times by different beings. During the era when pyramids were active, the Arcturians served as teachers around the world, as we have for millions of years. We have assisted civilizations long forgotten, washed away by floods, cataclysms, and time. When the consciousness level on Earth sinks too deeply, the galactic connection fades. You cannot perceive us from the depths of the third density. And this is connected to the natural cycles of this universe, the progressional cycles that you experience so profoundly on Earth. Essentially, this has all to do with access to light, your own essence. During periods of darkness, times of forgetfulness, the Kali Yuga, our presence, our teachings, and our frequencies disappear from your perception, and Earth enters a long spiritual hibernation. Yet now, the hidden treasures of those lost ages are beginning to emerge. It was prophesied long ago that when human consciousness rises, ancient knowledge will return. And we would like to add, when the creators return in new avatars, they will rediscover what they left behind in earlier incarnations. That time is now. The dawn of a new era is upon you. And soon, our presence will not only be telepathic, but physical. We will return to teach you about the cosmos and your place in it, the same way we did thousands of years ago. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, don't forget to carpe diem or seize the day.